With the tune being out for a while now, I thought I'd stop and tell you my general thoughts. Not really a in-depth review or anything, but just breaking down what I think are the most important things about this map and telling you what I think of them. Now, of course, throughout the course of this video, there's going to be a reason for you guys to disagree with me. And the best way of letting me know that you disagree with me is just by dropping a dislike and a hate comment. I love that stuff. I feed off of it and I appreciate it every single time those are done. But with that said, let's get into this quick review of the tomb. So the first section of this is going to be just the look and feel of the map, and this is by far the best aesthetically pleasing map that we've got in the Dark Ether story ever. And I know that's not saying too much because if you look at the other maps, they ain't that crazy, but it's still nice. I mean, the catacombs area being tied to ancient Rome is really cool, and then you have the Dark Ether Nexus area, which looks really cool too. All of that is pretty cool, and I'm not going to hate on that. But this brings us to another aspect of this, and I like to call this casual play. And this is just like for you getting on, just killing some zombies, or if you're a casual player, how fun is it? And I think considering the fact that when Treyarch announced this map, they said they were taking inspiration from Liberty Falls, I would hope it would be good for casual play, and I do think it is. It's a pretty simple map. It's just open 3 doors and then you're at Pack-a-Punch, and it's not a hard map to get around. It has actually really solid flow with the Nexus connecting the entire map. If the map was bigger, it would be probably better because the map is already so small, so it doesn't really need it, but it does make it a little bit better to get around the map, and I can appreciate that. And this kind of brings me into the wonder weapon of this map, and it is the return of the ice staff, which is, cool but not cool at the same time. But I would have originally said I absolutely love this because there was a way to actually get to whatever round you wanted to with the ice staff using the whole trick that you could swap to the hand cannon. But considering they took that out of the game, I'm not as happy about that anymore, but it's still cool to see the ice staff again for sure. And I think this brings us to the Easter egg. And bro, the Easter eggs in Black Ops 6, bro, can we stop the same pattern? It's just get the wonder weapon, maybe upgrade it, and then do a couple steps and boss fight. Bro, come on, we need some more depth to our Easter egg steps. What are we doing, Treyarch? Come on, like, it's cool to do that every now and then, but every single map is the same thing, bro. Like, come on, Treyarch. We need to mix up the Easter eggs steps a bit. And the boss fight, I actually don't hate. I actually think it is a pretty cool boss fight. It's like a different way to really fight a boss. Now, I'm not going to say that we should ever see a boss fight like this again. Like, I think this is a one-time thing you do and then move on. But it is something that I think was fun, but at the end of the day is a humongous step down compared to the last 2 boss fights we had with Terminus's giant squid and then Citadel's giant golem thing. Like, those are just insanely cool. But, it is what it is, I guess. Now, I think this brings us over to the high rounds, and I think you guys know where I'm going with this because high rounds were so fun in this map at launch, bro. Like, why did they nerf the whole strat of swapping over to the hand cannon? It was cool, it was fun, it wasn't hurting nobody, bro. But now the ice staff is just not useful for high rounds. Like, how are you going to deal with the million special zombies that spawn in high rounds and then the amalgams? Like, I wouldn't have a problem if it wasn't good at dealing with amalgams. That's fair. Elite zombies should be stronger, but the fact is that there's a million special zombies every single round in the high rounds, and it's just like, how am I supposed to deal with them with a wonder weapon? I thought this was going to be finally the one wonder weapon that's actually able to deal with special zombies at least, but then no, bro. It was so fun, and I loved how it was with the whole hand cannon trick, but Treyarch got rid of this, and I can't imagine high rounds are nearly as fun anymore. And this brings us to the final aspect of this, and this is the story, which is interesting because I think the story of this map is the most intriguing of any map that we've got so far in Black Ops 6 Zombies. And that's cool and everything, but at the same time, then you look at the other aspects of the story and you just look at the quotes specifically and the radios, and the radios are just like a story that no one even cared to ask about. It's just talking about the Sir Archibald and his little guy helping him. Like, okay, cool, I guess. I'm more interested in what's happening with our crew and Richtofen and Samantha, Sam AI. That's what I'm interested in, not any of that. And then also there's issues going on with the voice actors and the strike that's happening with all that, and this is now hurting the game itself because now we just have less quotes than ever for a set crew, which just hurts my soul because I love the quotes normally in a story, and in this map they're actually really solid, but it's just that there's so few of them that hurts it for me. And not to mention the ending cutscene is super short and the crew doesn't say a single word in it. It's just Sam AI talking to us, which is, it is what it is, I guess. But this brings me to my final thoughts on the map. And for me, this is kind of like a 6.5 type of map. It's cool, it's fun, there's definitely fun there to be had, there's definitely really good things about this map, but it just feels like a step down compared to the last two maps we got with Terminus and Citadel. I absolutely love Citadel so much. I think it is a top tier map of all time. Terminus is a top 10 map to me, and this one's just kind of a little bit above average to me, which, you know, it is what it is. But those are just my thoughts on the map, and I'd love to hear your guys's. Do you guys agree or disagree with me? Let me know anything you think down in the comment section below. But that's going to be it for me. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.